It is officially happening. We spoke about this. I spoke about this in one of my most recent videos regarding the shutdown. As of today, which is Friday, Trump has officially started laying off workers. He did threaten this a couple of weeks ago, and he did say that he would use the time if the government shut down to do a mass firing of individuals. And this is exactly what's happening. So he is sticking to his word. I'm sure you're aware that Trump does want to get rid of a lot of departments within the government. So we will have to see how all of this plays out. This is something that is going to affect a lot of people. They have not said exactly how many people will be laid off or from what departments as of yet, but you can expect that this will be, hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of people. While we do know that there are departments inside the government that he doesn't care for, I think some of this has to do with pay and back pay, because when you have furloughed workers, as soon as the shutdown issue is resolved, you have to pay them back pay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and roll some footage real quick of a statement that he made just a couple of days ago.
White House's position that furloughed workers should be paid for their back pay?
I would say it depends on who we're talking about. I can tell you this, the Democrats have put a lot of people in great risk and jeopardy, but it really depends on who you're talking about. But for the most part, we're going to take care of our people. There are some people that really don't deserve to be taken care of, and we'll take care of them in a different way.
Why do you say some federal workers should not get their back pay? Why do you say some?
Well, you're going to have to figure that out, okay? Ask the Democrats that question. Go ahead.
The law says that when the government is reopened, that workers will receive their back pay. So are you going to define the law there, or what do you?
I follow the law, and what the law says is correct, and I follow the law.
Back in 2019, there was actually a law that was signed into place that stated that, back pay would be paid to workers upon reopening of the government. And believe it or not, Trump is the one who actually signed that. So that's pretty interesting. Don't forget that the administration does want to have a minimal amount of employees as possible. So we have been seeing government firings and layoffs, and we will continue to see them probably in a large number. I want to urge you guys to stock your home if at all possible, because I have a feeling that we are really in for a long ride. This has been quite the eventful year. Let me know how you guys feel down below in the comments.
It is true that in previous shutdowns, many or most of them have been paid for the time that they were furloughed. But there is new legal analysis. I don't know the details. I just saw a headline this morning. I'm not read in on it, and I haven't spoken to the White House about it. But there are some legal analysts who are saying that that may not be appropriate or necessary in terms of the law requiring that back pay be provided. So I'm sure that'll be there will be a lot of discussion about that. But there are legal analysts who think that that is not something that government should do. That, if that is true, that should turn up the urgency and the necessity of the Democrats doing the right thing here. Even more pain, more than I just listed, for more people. So we got to figure it out.
I truly hate this for so many families that have to go through this. There are husbands and wives that are, both government workers. So how is this going to affect their household, especially if they don't have savings or, have depleted their savings for whatever reason? Most families, most people live paycheck to paycheck and just are a couple of paychecks away from losing the home that they're in already. We have seen, inflated prices at the grocery store, everything. We're being hit with the tariffs, and all of this comes into play. So I think this is definitely going to be a bigger issue, even for our economy, which is already struggling, because people are really not going to have the funds to spend. And if you don't have the money to put out there, then what happens? That also affects other jobs as well. If people are not spending, then other companies are going to continue to lay off. So this has the potential to be catastrophic for everybody that's involved, whether you're directly involved or indirectly involved. Just be kind to people. You never know what they're going through. I do have a feeling, again, like I said before, that we are going to see a lot of people really just hitting rock bottom. A lot of people are going to be, turning to food banks. So I can guarantee you're probably going to see an influx of people, and a lot of people actually may be turned away. So if you're able to help at all, even if you can, spare $5, maybe go to Aldi or Dollar Tree and see what you can take to the local food banks. Just anything you can do can help somebody. You never know. You can make a difference, like with the $5. So I want to urge you guys to stock your home, prepare accordingly. currently.
Today I want to talk about the government shutdown because I believe that this is going to be one of the longest government shutdowns that we have seen to date. And I would like to note that there are many companies that are also government funded. So this isn't just going to affect government employees. This is also going to affect companies that are funded by the government. So this is going to affect us on a local state level because there are a lot of sectors where government funding and private sectors intersect. And then you add that on top of all the other issues that we had, so including the previous layoffs, including the military being dispersed everywhere. If they don't end this soon, I believe that it could cause a very big crash on our economy, one that we haven't seen in a very long time. And I think another thing about this that I would like to point out is they lowered the interest rates with a reason. There are going to be many families that have to take out loans and get themselves into even more debt just trying to survive this government shutdown. So this balloon is kind of coming to the point where it's about to burst. And I believe a prolonged government shutdown is really going to be heading towards the middle stage of an economic collapse.
I am going to go ahead and wrap this video up, you guys. Again, if you could take a moment to drop a comment down below, let me know what you think about what's going on and if you are directly affected by the shutdown. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you don't mind, again, hitting that like button over there. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video.